think this team as well is the first time in a few years has kind of taken on a bit of a personality. There's a few characters on the team. The fans have grown to like this current squad. And one of them is right there, Andrew D'Agostini, who's really done a ton for the Peterborough community and has a lot of supporters here.
D'Agostini carries his hockey club on his shoulders, and outstanding effort tonight.
There's the dish out in front. A chance. D'Agostini with a stop rebound. It's cleared. Andrew D'Agostini has been perfect so far with 14 saves in this hockey game. And really, despite the fact the Petes are down 2-0, everyone, even down at Kingston.
Again, was Andrew D'Agostini. And if he doesn't stand on his head, this game doesn't go to overtime.
You're talking about Andrew D'Agostini, and he's done everything he can do so far in this series, and definitely has in this game.
Let's have a hot goaltender.
And you can count on, usually a hot goaltender will get you 1 or 2 wins. You got to do the rest. And now inside up, Bennett trying to get away. He does. Bennett walking in center, and he does. Shot save. Rebound off Verbeek. What a stop by D'Agostini. Ryan Verbeek robbed by Andrew D'Agostini. Clark drops it. Betzel, time and space, walks in, scores. Petes are on the board after a huge stop from Andrew D'Agostini.
Seymour on his own blue line. Olicello roughing it up with Seymour. A shot. Great save. Andrew D'Agostini off Darcy. Greenaway. Wow. What a stop.
Playoff goaltending at its best, Peter.
Once again, Andrew D'Agostini, perhaps the best player on the ice.
Centers it. Kuczynski walks it back in. Shot save made by D'Agostini.
Line Bennett back out in front. Shot. D'Agostini with a fantastic save. Not only a great save, but a huge one to keep the Petes within 1. Wow. 1-1. Kuczynski shoots it. A glove save. Andrew D'Agostini gets the mother out. Keeps it a 1-1 game.
You're facing a lot of shots, really having to battle through a lot of traffic. Are you enjoying that, or is it kind of tiring you out?
Enjoy it when you win.
And game 5 set for Kingston.
So tonight feels real good, but I'm just doing what I can to give my team a chance to win.
Tonight, Andrew D'Agostini, 46 saves for the win.
Tripping already. McGlynn from the slot. Glove save, D'Agostini. Andrew D'Agostini's the reason why it's only a 2-goal game.
There's a chance out front. Cross shoots. Great save, D'Agostini. Backhander picked off by Connor McGlynn. 2-on-1, shorthanded. There's the feed. Here's a chance, a backhander, and D'Agostini with a save. How big is that? Rebound, another stop by D'Agostini as the Petes are running around in their own zone here.
Centering feed, drew everybody back to the point. Poked away. Frontex trying to make it 2-on-1. Here comes Bennett on his horse. Verbeek going to the net. Sam Bennett. Shot, glove save, rebound. Who's puck in front? Another save, D'Agostini. Wow. In front, Watson back in. Shot, save, D'Agostini. Wow. Free up front, Price shot. What a save, D'Agostini. To the net now, trying to center it in front. Another stop. What a save.
Draw pass. Nice feed out in front. There's a shot and a save. Andrew D'Agostini off Darcy Greenaway. Another blast. Another stop. Another shot. Yet another save by Andrew D'Agostini. As Dogga takes a shot. Got deflected. D'Agostini stays with it. And that has been knocked off. We get a whistle.
Talk about a bank shot. Oh, gee, how did he see that? Amazing stop. Watch this play. Like, it comes from the point. It's a double ricochet. 1, 2, blocker save. Wow. Andrew D'Agostini keeping him in, Peter. As he does, and he wants to, and is used to, and has no problems with it at all.
Andrew D'Agostini not giving up on that dream of going on and playing professional hockey. He's gone through a lot here in his 5 years in a Petes uniform, and some kids would have packed it in at this point, but he just
tremendous
kept at it.
Perseverance, great faith, well brought up young man. Boy, he could be almost the mayor in Peterborough here. He's so popular.
There is nothing more exciting than a Game 7. Good evening from the K-Rock Center. I'm your host for tonight's broadcast, Scott Rogers. It's playoff weather outside. The snow's melting. It's mild. It's wonderful. But inside the K-Rock Center, it is a fabulous Game 7 between the Kingston Frontenacs and the Peterborough Petes. There's not much left to...
Tenus keeps it in. Poked away front by Bennett. Here comes Bennett. He's got Kraus. Bennett going in short-handed. Walks in. Whoa, walk out. Sam Bennett leveled into the crossbar by Tenus. Bennett goes down.
Now that has got to be a major penalty.
That's got to be a fight. They'll spin it around to the near side. Penalties over in 3 seconds. Bennett back over to McEnany. Off escape. Bennett in the corner. Seymour's there. Bennett took it away. Bennett looking in front. Comes out. Shot. That's off a leg into the high glass. Stays in play. France get back on it. Here comes Kingston in front. Sam Bennett walks in back in. Save made. He can jam it away. Save made. He can knock down along the end boards. Comes out front. McEnany spins. Fires. Just wide. In front. Back of the net. Covered up by D'Agostini. Holy cow.
Did everything but score. And again, Andrew D'Agostini. This kid playing like George Vezina.
Andrew D'Agostini able to keep that puck out with Ikonen and Bennett right on his doorstep.
Well, I want to ask you about the two guys in net tonight. We'll start with their goalie, Andrew D'Agostini, he's probably been the first star of the series, if you could point at one player on either team, and he's continued it tonight. He's been the reason you guys haven't scored more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it might be a little different game without him in nets. He's been playing really well, and we're going to keep getting pucks on him.
Now it's McEwen dishing off. Long feed for Kraus. Kraus in over the line. Punches it into the far corner. Down to get it as Ikonen. Seymour's there. Ikonen took it away from him. Centering feed in front. One time. Glove save. D'Agostini. Robbing Lawson. Kraus.
Point blank. Wow. He's had a lot of great saves in this series, but that's probably the best.
Well, it is the biggest. There's no doubt about it. Boston Kraus can only look up to the hockey gods on that one. And watch Ikonen on the puck. Kraus, no time on the stick. D'Agostini flashing that left-handed leather. Evan McEnany now. Sprawling down. Shot. Save. Tip just wide. Polsello out of the corner. Sends it on goal. Picked off by the Petes. Steered down the ice. We're going to overtime. Game 7 and overtime.
Why
here
not?
in Kingston.
Why not?
Oh. We will take a break and come back. France 1, Petes 1, headed to overtime in Game 7. It doesn't get any more exciting than this. You're watching a playoff edition of the OHL tonight on TV Cogeco. By McEwen, here comes Polsello on the rush. McGlynn go to the net, drops for Greenaway. Hit front tip, save D'Agostini. McGlynn got a stick on it, and D'Agostini was there.
What a pass. Darcy Greenaway saw that all the way. Put it through, I think it was Garland's legs. McGlynn almost tips it by D'Agostini, who was very square to the puck.
And a nice, easy play. Yep. Polsello to Greenaway. Greenaway threw some legs. McGlynn got a stick on it. Vananen taking a look at his options. Outlet to Greenaway. Darcy Greenaway in over the line. Weaves in, lost the handle, got a back shot. Oh, and a save made by D'Agostini. Nice shot by Greenaway. Walks out front. One-timer shot. Saved by D'Agostini. Off Connor McGlynn.
Well, D'Agostini saw that all the way, and again, no rebound.
But Darcy Greenaway's speed creating that goal chances.
And again, it's his speed, but it's also his acceleration.
His quickness.
Yeah.
Lost it in his skates, didn't miss a stride, and then was able to pick up the loose puck out of the corner and center it to McGlynn, who had the good shot. Coming away with it. Here comes Stefano. Puts the brakes on, centering feed, spinning shot, scores! The Peterborough Petes complete the upset over the Kingston Frontenacs.
And it's Nick Ritchie. You called it.
There's a couple of prospects that'll be going toe-to-toe for the rest of their careers, I'm thinking. But Andrew D'Agostini, definitely the reason why this series, he has gone to the Petes.
He is the, if there's a star, if there's a MVP of this series, it goes to Andrew D'Agostini without a doubt.
You got a feel for the Frontenacs. They gave it their all this game. They did everything right. And
Well,
there
it just shows you the passion this city has.
So I have to ask you about Andrew D'Agostini, who was, I mean, he's the first star of the series between both teams, and maybe tell me a little bit about the impact that he has on your team, knowing that he's back there. You guys can play with a little more confidence.
For sure. I mean, ever since Christmas, he's been unbelievable in this series. If we don't have him, we don't even make it to this game. So he was our best player, like you said, in the series, and our first star, and I'm so glad to have him, and it's unbelievable.
And unfortunately he's not here, but he's a 5-year Peterborough Pete. It's a great way to finish his OHL career, to push you guys on into the second round.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's the hardest working guy on our team, and he's always working out and getting ready for these big games and taking care of his body, and it just goes to show what hard work can do and how good he was in this series, and props to him, and we're moving on to the next round here, so we're pretty pumped up.
Good stuff. Listen,
Yeah, I mean, I think their biggest difference throughout the series was their goalie, and if they had a different goalie, I think it would have been totally different, but our guys gave it our all tonight, and at least we can say that, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, you're not here playing in the second round if it wasn't for the play of your goaltender. He kept you. You rode the hot goaltender. He kept you in the series the whole entire way. Talk about his unbelievable play.
Well, Andrew's a coach's dream. He's our hardest working player on the ice in practice. He's our hardest working player off the ice when it comes to conditioning. And he just competes. Regardless of what he does, he competes. He tries to not let anyone score on him in practice. And, that transpires over to the games. You can tell he's just, he wants to win. And he wants to be known as a winner. It's been a tough, tough 4 years for him here without having any of that. And I'm happy for him that it's working out this way. And again, when you look back at any playoffs in hockey at whatever level, if you get the goaltending, you're going to be successful. And we definitely have been getting that.
Shift the